Hey folks, Matt from Weight Health Synergy. Today I'm going to make some ginger tea. Now I do it a little differently. I pre-brew it in a liter mason jar and then I let it sit and steep and it gets really strong, and then I pour off a little bit at a time into my coffee mug, somewhere around a third to a half, and then top it up with hot water out of the kettle, and I've got all ready to drink ginger tea. You can see my now empty 1 liter mason jar there with the ginger in the bottom there. And I just finished that up this morning, so we're going to replenish that. And you can see to the side there, I've just in the process of doing some pickled zucchini, and they're getting close to being ready. You could see that the brine is getting a little cloudy and that they're starting to get opaque. But back to the ginger, we're going to chop up some fresh ginger, and we are going to make some fresh ginger tea. Okay, so I've got my fresh ginger root. You can see it here on the cutting board. And I've got my little global paring knife, and I love those knives. If you're looking for a good knife, check out the global knives on Amazon. And you can get your ginger at pretty much any grocery store. I bought this at No Frills. You can get it at Zayre's, you can get it at Whole Foods, you can get it at Walmart. It's pretty economical. It's usually not very expensive at all. So we're just going to chop it up. I'm going to cut off some of the dried out ends. You can throw those in too, it doesn't really hurt anything, but I usually trim them off. Go with all fresh ends. This usually lasts pretty long on the counter. I guess you can keep it in the fridge, I never do, I just keep it out in the counter. You want to dice it up pretty good so that it brews faster. It gives it more surfaces for the boiling water to interact with and to boil out the flavor. And you want to chop up a good section. You saw the size of that piece I just chopped up, and I'm going to add this hunk to it as well. And the advantage with this is you don't have to use as much as if you were just doing a short brew and weren't letting it steep for a while, because I'm going to let it steep in the mason jar for probably a couple of hours anyways, and a lot of times I'll even make this up and let it sit overnight so it's really strong, and then you don't need as much when you go to make a cup of tea. That's about what we need right there, so that'll work, and bring that in for you to get a shot. It's going to empty out the old stuff into the compost, and we'll be right back. Okay, so emptied out the old ginger out of the jar into the compost, rinsed it out, and we're ready to start the new tea. So we're going to put all the stuff we just cut in here and put it in the bottom there like that. And I've got water on, the kettle is boiling, that'll be ready in a minute, and we'll top it up. Okay, so the kettle just boiled, and we want to catch it right off the boil and fill it right up to the top here with boiling water so that the ginger can steep or brew if you want, but we're going to let it give it a chance to have a good long steep. Now, what I do here is, while it's super hot, I don't put the lid on yet because I want it to cool down a little bit while it's after it's finished steeping and brewing. But I do have one of the screw-on nylon wide-mouth mason jar lids that you can get. I'll see if I can put a link below for you if you're interested in some of those. But that's what I do. I leave it sitting like that till it cools down. So we're going to put it over there, tucked in between the bananas and the zucchini. We're going to give it time to steep, and probably have some of that in another couple hours. As I said, once I've got that done and it's fully steeped, I just put a third to a half in a coffee cup and top the rest up with boiling water. You've got a nice hot cup of ginger tea ready to go. So that's my little hack, my little method on how to make ginger tea and have it ready to go. The kids love it, so it's handy to have it this way, because this way I can have it ready in minutes for them, and basically as long as it takes the kettle to boil, and then they can drink fresh ginger tea, which, for those of you that don't know, ginger is so healthy. It's great for lots of things. It's good for settling your stomach. It's good for warding off a cold or other viruses and flus. It's good if you are sick with a cold. It helps you get over it faster, and it's actually really good on a diet. It's a really good drink to drink, keeps your stomach settled, and helps you curb the hunger pains if you're hungry and you're trying not to eat on a diet. I just love it. I love the taste of it, and with it being all natural like that, it's just really good for you. So check it out if you haven't tried it. You could try my method, or if you want, you can just cut a little bit up, put it in in a cup and put boiling water on it and drink it as soon as it's cool. That works too. You might need a little more that way because when you leave it to steep like I'm doing, it gets stronger with less ginger, but still, both ways are awesome. So thanks for tuning in, folks. If you have any questions about making the ginger tea or about ginger tea, leave them in the comments below. I'll see if I can get them answered for you. We'll be back soon here at Weight Health Synergy. Thanks.